밀렸고 그렇지 덩크.
No challenge from the defense there. Clark could have put that one through any way he wanted. And I love the choice there, partner. Going
Steal.
to the hoop for that throwdown. Yeah, that's invisible defense leading to
덩크 그렇지.
finish. Yeah, he put himself in a great position to finish that break off, guys. Yep, right to the rack. McCollum kicks to Alden. He feeds it to Batum. The dish now to McCollum. Pocket 6.
아 킥볼.
And it's whistled a kick. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played.
와 열렸다.
The pass to Lillard. That's good. Lillard's got 5 now. I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense. Here's the professor, defended by
열렸죠? 들어가라. 아, 안 들어가네.
no good. Aldridge with some nice D. Portland's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
바로 속고.
Kevin, I tell you what, when he gets to the rim like that, he's really hard to stop.
Yeah, he can get up a few notches higher. There's no doubt. Well, that's how the game is played inside. I mean, if you can go over the top like that, you've got a great advantage. Here's the professor. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. LeBron outside. Pass to Favors. Down to 5.
안 들어간다. 들어가네.
Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Got a piece of it. All by himself.
그렇지.
And the powerful one-handed slam. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
What do you think, Steve? Well, both teams still kind of feeling each other out here, and neither team has been able to find an edge in this game.
뭐야? 아,
The professor picks up the foul.
말도 안
That's his
돼.
first foul. Well, he was boxed out, and when that happens, you know, at some point you have to just turn and get back defensively. That time he went right over the top.
Yeah, but you go straight on the top of another player's back, that's going to be a foul call every time.
이봐.
For Utah, they've gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting. There's the pick. The professor passes to Campbell.
들어가라. 그렇지.
Utah.
These defenders look over
미스매치였으니까.
especially inside.
Yeah, you look at the numbers. 10 of the last 12 points have come from close range, so I agree. Now here is Aldridge.
아, 또 안 되네.
That I'm sure will change. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession.
자, 갑시다. 스틸?
Jazz on D.
아,
And the basket by Lillard. Oh man, he goes old school on us with the finger roll.
릴라드
Jazz have
7득점.
gone an incredible 8 of 9 from the field. Favors with the screen. The professor passes to Favors. Aldridge with some nice D. The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. McCollum with the ball, and Burks picks him up defensively. Stolen away. And here we go. Burks got it.
그렇지.
Oh, look at that. That is a bringing down the house. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Jazz. They come out in attack mode defensively, applying pressure, stealing the ball repeatedly.
Another big aspect of their game
Jump,
tonight has been the
jump.
fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Utah leading by 4. Here's the professor. Oh, ridiculous move. Tore it down that time.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Batum for 3. The rebound by the
아,
Jazz. They're coming off a great victory on Wednesday.
They ran away with that game, Kevin, mostly thanks to their play at the offensive end.
That's exactly right, guys. There was crisp movement by the players and the ball throughout that game, and they got a lot of high-quality shots as a result.
Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Now, here's Lillard. Gets it to go. Lillard's got 9.
That's 4 of 5 to start this game, guys. He's rolling.
From deep.
아, 이거
No good from the professor. Trailblazers trail by 6. To the paint. Here's McCollum. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. McCollum's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. The professor passes to Canner. Here's the professor. Guarded by Robinson. There's a good screen. Feeds it to Cantor. He passes to the professor. Thomas Robinson with the rebound.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Trailblazers moving the ball around. McCollum, no good.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah,
그렇지.
I thought so too, Clark.
Gets it to go.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Yeah, the shots have been falling, that's for sure. The offense really in a good groove.
Let's take this moment to show you who led the league in scoring during the regular season. Well, here's Aldridge. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Lillard attacking, rebounded by the Jazz. Cantor's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Favors plays the 4 with Cantor at the 5. The professor out there with Alec Burks, and it's Jensen in at the small forward. That's the group right now for Utah. The professor passes.
그렇지.
That's good. And it's a 8-point Jazz lead.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. Yeah, the step back. Knocked away.
Defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, guys, the professor in the last outing against
Ah,
the
foul.
Trailblazers was simply terrific. He ended with an amazing number of points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. It was a performance for the ages, and one that will have the whole league talking.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance, Clark.
It clearly was one of those games that when we look back on his career, this game will be right there among the best ever that he's played.
Well, he was in the zone from the outset. It was just one of those games where he was feeling it. Everything was going his way. And he attacked, and that's what I like. Once he knew it was his night, he just attacked relentlessly.
And he's good on the second. So it's the Jazz now. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. And he banks in the layup. The professor's got 8 points.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. It's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
McCollum with the ball. Now guarded by the professor. Burks. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's Utah now. Passes it to the professor. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. I mean, defensively, the wind has just been knocked out of their sails.
Need to get more bodies committed down low. You know, they've changed their game here in the second. Getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And, you know, this lead is going to grow if they can continue to get to the free throw line.
That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Outside Aldridge.
오케이.
To the middle, LeBron. Defended
그렇지.
and finished off by LeBron.
Well, as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
I think it really could get out of hand, and you can credit their defense just as much as their offense for that.
An even 3-on-3 break. And he jams it with authority.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
And it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Outside Aldridge. Here's Lillard. Kicks it to Robinson. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, this guy's an animal on the glass, Kevin. I mean, there may be some bigger and stronger rebounds in the NBA, but nobody plays with this kind of energy and zeal.
아, 못
He
잡았네.
gets after it hard, Steve. If there's even a chance he can get to a loose ball, he'll throw himself right at it.
Hit his foot. And they're saying he kicked the ball. Here's the professor. 11 points in the game. And there's another one for the Jazz.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Trailblazers trail by 20. McCollum kicks to Lillard. And now it's Burks running. He can go all the way. The professor
뭐야.
passes to Burks. Tipped away. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. No good from the professor.
아, 이거 너무하잖아.
McCollum with the ball. 8 points for him. And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And the defense paying instant dividends. Fast break basket.
Yeah, that transition was immediate. Didn't waste a second getting out on the break.
Lillard attacking. Shot to stop the run. And it's Robinson that time on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got 4 assists now tonight. The rim-rattling two-handed jam. His finishes can be dazzling, especially Clark at his side.
Well, you look at a guy who doesn't have the height of some other big-time dunkers, and it always looks better, and he certainly makes up for the lack of height with that athleticism.
Yeah, his leaping ability is just off the charts, guys.
McCollum dishes to Aldridge. McCollum back to Aldridge. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And good from outside. Jazz leading by 22. There's the pass to the professor. LeBron outside. 3-pointer.
그렇지.
LeBron's got 13.
And assists like that have typified their effort to make great ball movement.
Really an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And that one's good by Aldridge.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Here's the professor, defended by Lillard. Pass to the professor. He kicks to Burks. Takes a 3.
그렇지.
Another 3.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
They better not make it 3 straight, because now all of a sudden you're looking at a hot streak.
And Lillard kicks to Aldridge.
아, 진짜 실패. 툭,
Shot clock at 6.
툭. 아,
And the
파울.
professor picks up the foul. Williams passes to McCollum. Left side, Batum. The 17-footer. The rebound by the Jazz. LeBron's got 4 rebounds now tonight. He passes to Carpenter. Back to LeBron. Here's the professor, defended by
들어가.
McCollum.
그렇지.
20 points for the professor.
Tell you what, until this defense gets out and defends the three-point line, it's going to be a parade.
Yeah, we've already seen 3 in a row from out there.
Batum with the ball. Now guarded by Carpenter. Doubled by Carpenter. Here's McCollum. And that one hits back iron.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
The professor, guarded by Garnett. Here's the professor.
아, 불나.
Rejected by Batum. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession. And Portland making a change here. Burke gets the screen from Brand. The baseline J.
오.
Fought through contact, gets the shot, he'll go to the free throw line.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Williams has a screen for Batum. The kick out to Williams. Just fine on the clock. Can they get it? Good on the shot. Williams has got 7.
Tell you what, despite that hot start from long range, they've really gotten away from the three-point shot now.
그렇지.
I know it's sacrilegious to you, Steve. I mean, being a shooter and all in your pass, you figure you should be firing away from out there at all times. But the mid-range game and in-between game served me quite well. But that hasn't been the best meal ticket for them here in the second half. You got to go with what you do best.
Another steal. LeBron passes to the professor, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run. He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
that could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year, and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Clark. That's a crowd pleaser I've never seen one.
Leonard.
오케이.
That time from Brand. Utah has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. The professor passes to LeBron. Here's the professor beyond the arc. Tries to save it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
저게 왜 턴오버가 되지? 에어볼인가?
Now here's Williams. He's got 7. Passes it to Brady. Back to Williams. Lets it go from deep. Gets it to go. Williams has got 10 points. Just 4 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's the professor, and that's not going to go. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Utah out in front, running away with it. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
What unbelievable postseason action we've got going on so far. This is 2K Sports as we get deeper into round 1 of the playoffs. Utah with the lead against Portland. They're looking for their second win in as many games in this series. Everything is going right for the professor. He's all over the court against Portland. He's up to 24 points and has kept everyone else involved, piling up the assists. For the Trailblazers, they haven't been as good early on. They've got to do a better job protecting the ball and valuing each possession. They've not done that. Their turnover numbers way too high through 2 quarters. Nicholas Batum hasn't made much of an impact so far. His shot isn't falling. He's been ice cold. And that'll be it for us here. Thanks so much for joining me. Now it's time to head back to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. We hope to see you around next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
It's the NBA playoffs. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action here in this game 2.
And what a tremendous game for the professor. He's got 24 points, and he has been the definition of a thief with all those steals.
Also, I mean, defensively, he's fought his way through this game beautifully. They haven't gotten away with any loose passes, any sloppy ball handling when he's in the vicinity.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Portland. Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. The forwards are Batum and Thomas Robinson. And it's Aldridge in at the 5 down low. Utah shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense.
오, 뭐야?
And blocked.
Changing sides didn't seem to help them at all, huh, guys? They've missed their first 3 shots in the third quarter.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. There's the feed to McCollum. Right side Aldridge. Kicks to McCollum. Back to Aldridge. 6 on the shot clock. Lillard outside. The Trailblazers rebound. Batum passes to McCollum. Lillard outside. He dishes it to Batum. Here's Robinson. And it
얘 너무하네 이거.
Robinson's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Trailblazers. Here's LeBron. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on Nicholas Batum.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And he does it as well as anyone. Tremendous skill in the air.
툭.
Lillard attacking, and he throws in for the dunk.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home.
Yeah, but he got a little lucky getting away with it. That could have very easily been called a technical foul.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
The Jazz have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Now here's McCollum. Tight defense on him.
안 들어가라. 그렇지.
So Utah will take it the other way. To the inside. Here's LeBron.
그렇지.
LeBron's got 5 points now this quarter.
Tell you what, LeBron can absolutely soar in for the finish. I remember last year the alley-oop in the conference finals against Indiana just almost put his head on the rim.
Air freight is a nickname we could dub LeBron James. I mean, he's an unstoppable force and an immovable object. Defensively, the strength, length, mobility. He can wall you up and lock you down and put you away.
Now, here's Lillard. Defense right on him. Dishes to McCollum. Back to Lillard. To halt the run. And Derek Favors pulls it down. Favors got 6 rebounds now in the game.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far. Well, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
That's why they're on this run, guys. They're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage looks.
Here's Lillard. 11 points in the game. McCollum kicks to Aldridge. He's against Cantor. Robinson dishes to McCollum. Just 5 to shoot. They get a hand on it.
Well, you hate to blame anybody, but he's got I love the flow that they've been playing with offensively tonight. This is an impressive performance.
Well, and that lead they have just continues to grow and grow.
I think he's been kind of passive today, and you know, maybe that one will get him going. I think for them to be successful, he needs to be the one to do the bulk of the scoring.
And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession. The professor
그렇지.
LeBron hits the bucket. LeBron's got 20.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here that they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
Lillard attacking. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Robinson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
He's definitely got that shot in his arsenal.
Free throw line jump shot.
아, 저기 안 들어가네.
One as it misses.
He operates pretty well in traffic, guys, but that was a tough play to finish off.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. He feeds it to Aldridge. Back to Lillard. From past the arc.
와, 저게 들어가네.
Lillard's got 16.
The defenders need to talk to each other. The communication lacking there on that three-pointer.